Okay, wait, is it me or are they? They look weird. Okay, let's go ahead and share this out. Hello, people. I need to share out. So I'm waiting for it to pop up on here. Waiting for it to pop up on here. Turn my mic up. Because I'm going to be over there. Come on, pop up. I just want to get the silver wheels. Hold on. I still don't have a notification at all. Man, Facebook loves to play with my notifications. This is crazy. Yeah, everybody that's here is on. Oh, you know why? I did not go live on Silverholics Anonymous because this is okay, never mind. My bad Facebook. I was blaming y'all and actually no, but Shaquille Bell still should come up. But let me go over here and let me just find the live. Oh, look at my face. Like, what the heck is going on? All right, so we're gonna go over here and share. Okay, so I do see good morning from Facebook. All right. Excuse me. All right, let me go ahead and dang it. I didn't share this. Um, I'm not on Silverholics Anonymous, so I have to do this the long way. But that's okay. This is a cleaning chat. It's not a class. It's informal. Um, so yeah. Alrighty, let's go here and share. Uh, okay, y'all got to give me a second because it's gonna take me a while to share this. It's gonna take me a while to share it. Host, paste, host. Um. All right, all shared out. Okay, there we go. So, incredible morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible. Yeah, we're still in morning. Incredible morning, incredible morning. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. Thank you for deciding to spend a little bit of your morning, almost afternoon with me. All right. So, This might be a little bit hard, me going back and forth and doing this cleaning chat, because I can't use my phone to see comments because I decided to bring my behind on TikTok as well. So, all right, now let's see. We're going to move this eyeglass so that I can be on TikTok as well. My desk is a hotmess.com. Let me see. Can y'all, yeah. Some of it actually, when I was on with Eric from the Blank Spot, I somewhat cleaned it up, but it's still a hotmess.com. Okay, so I moved this, but let me do my little intro and then I will move it. All right. So there we go. Hello, everybody. I am Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365 LLC, parent company of Silaholics Anonymous. That is where I've been teaching you guys to use, design, layer, for your creative endeavors in Silhouette Studio. It is a really decent, beginner-friendly design software to kind of dip your toe in the design waters, and get used to designing. It has a lot of great features that you will find in more robust, commercialized designing softwares, but it is my design program of choice to teach. I do use Photoshop. I do use Illustrator. I tried out Affinity, was not for me, photo and designer. I like Corel Draw, one of the first ones that I really, really like learn, but I don't use it as much now. Silhouette Studio really is my program of choice, and I have been teaching that for the past 7 years. So definitely check out my video content for that. Hold on over here. Let me move y'all up to this level. It's going to make it a little bit easier to look at the cameras at the same time. Hold on. Well, man, lock in place. Okay, there we go. And then also our product line, honestly speaking, where we carry sublimation ink, sublimation paper, pigment ink, and some other accessories on our website, and more is to come. And then 365 Creative Academy, where I help you to unlock your creativity in a wide variety of ways. All right. So this morning, I got to get my whole life together because I have some custom, like some of my last custom projects that I'm going to be doing for a while. I just have some things that I need to focus on for 365 Creative Academy and like my teaching and stuff for October. And I just need to, and just the business in general, and how we want to grow and scale. So I'm taking a break from doing custom. I really don't advertise it anyway, but I often have people kind of ask me for certain things, like those who know that I do it, and I kind of take them on. But it's becoming to be a little bit stressful trying to keep up with their deadlines as well as my own. And we are, we are a family run, smaller business. And for the most part, all the day-to-day stuff is done by me and my husband. We do have staff that can come in and help us, but it's not like it's like when we really, really, really need the help, but not like an everyday thing, because one, they're not into this space like I am, so I'm very particular about like the knowledge and all that stuff. I'm trying to do better with that, but for right now, it's with the control part of that, and relinquishing some things to people to get more done. I'm a work in progress on that. So I'm taking a little break from doing customs until I can get a handle on some of the things that I want to, like for what I consider our main business. So I have to clear out some space because I need to work on those. So this is a little clean and chat. Feel free to pose any questions. It's more of a relaxed environment, not necessarily a class. I'm not showing anything silhouette related like on the computer, but if I can walk you through it. If it's something that you cannot grasp from me telling it verbally, join my Ink Zone, enroll in the 30-day training for Silhouette Studio. That's going to break everything down for you, okay? Good morning, Gold Butterfly Creations. Oh, I love your name. Love, love, love your name, all right? Tap those screens, share the video out, give this video a thumbs up, give this video a like, a love, a wow, a care, an angry face, all of it. We accept all reactions, okay? All engagements. All right, so here, I was just thinking about you. Can you use the line tool to make edit point line thicker? I mean, you can. I mean, it just depends on how you're trying to use it. But if you can't see it, I mean, you can, but the dots aren't going to change. So the things that you click on, those will not change. Just the line will become thicker. Good morning. Do we need butcher paper with your fast drying paper? So no, in most applications. So the back of the paper does not bleed through in any way, shape, or form. When you were using other papers and traditional ones that have been around for like forever and a day, the way that paper was previously made, it's like they focused more so on this side, but they did not have a coating, and like the type of paper it wasn't made to where it doesn't bleed through the back. So most times when you go and press, you'll see like this really, really, like you'll see the impression and the design through it. That is it blowing out of the back. Okay. When it does that, if you don't have any protection on your heat press, it's going to attach to your platen. And the next time you go to press something, and it's like, let's say your, like where that area is not covered by paper. Once you go to press something, it can transfer in anywhere that is not protected. So this is basically like, this is your protection. So if you happen to use one and it bled out, like it blew out, it's on your heat press. Now, if that falls within here, you're never going to see anything on your shirt. But like if it was really, really big and now it's over here, or now you're using like an 8.5 by 11 paper and you go to repress it, you're going to see a light image of that, because sublimation ink is going to transfer every time there is heat applied until it's completely gone. So with our paper, you don't have to worry about that. With other papers, you have to put a cover sheet on it, whether it is another piece of copy paper, if it's another piece of sublimation paper, if it's butcher paper, if it's parchment paper. People always say butcher paper because I actually, look, hold on. Just had to pick up a new one today. Yesterday. Hold on. Oh yeah. The reason why most people say butcher paper, which I'm just playing, is because it is humongous. Do you guys know how much this costs? Does anybody know how much like this costs? So most people like to use it because of how much you get and the cost of it. Parchment paper, it's a little more expensive and it's a smaller roll. Like Sam's has like the double roll. That's the ones we normally get. It's a little bit more expensive, but this is 18 inches by 1,000 feet. It's a lot, right? And parchment paper, let me actually do some work, y'all. My bad. Y'all gonna have to look at my back because I got work to do. Because now it's gonna be kind of pointless in me doing this if I don't actually get some stuff cleaned up. So parchment paper, a lot of times, like the largest, like that's gonna be like cost effective. It's gonna be like 16 inches. So if you have like a 15 by 15 heat press, that's fine. I like the butcher paper when I need to repress because it's wider than my 16 by 20 heat press. But people like that one because of the cost of it. And it's a lot. It's 18 inches. No, not even 36. No, that sucker's at Sam's. It's like 25 bucks, 25 bucks for all of that. That's why most people say butcher paper. Now, I will say it's actually not my preferred method when I need to protect, so like when you have to protect certain things, because it's very porous and it will still bleed through. Parchment paper is my go-to, but whenever I'm pressing out the lines in shirts, I use the butcher paper. But yeah, our paper doesn't bleed through the back. Now, if you're doing something where, so like if this is on a shirt, you don't need anything other than when you go to press the lines out, you put a piece of butcher paper. No matter what paper you use, you're going to get these little lines. You're going to get those like around your paper. Even if you do the whole rip thing, you're going to get the lines. When your design is this close to the edge, you can't do the rip thing. You're going to end up, tearing into your design, trying to rip that. And it's going to take up too much time. You're trying to be really, really careful. Because there's times where I need to take up, look, I took up the entire 13 by 19 for this. So that whole ripping thing, all you have to do is put another piece of butcher paper on top, increase your pressure, press it, it's going to knock that line out. And that's when I use butcher paper. or parchment paper because that ink is exposed. And then you can use it on the bottom if you're doing, like, let's say you're doing a bleed and it's a sock, it's a keychain, it's a towel, it's a mouse pad, and you're doing a full bleed. You want to have butcher paper. So you still need that. You still need butcher paper in your arsenal. You still need parchment paper in your arsenal. Never Teflon. Never, ever, 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 ever use Teflon with sublimation. If you are somebody that has Teflon on your heat press with sublimation, heat transfer vinyl, it's not an issue. Sublimation, you're causing a heat barrier. And if you're not using a paper that does not bleed and does not blow out, Teflon is a synthetic fiber. It's polymers, it's poly. So that ink is going to stick to it and it's going to transfer every single time. Whenever you're doing anything with sublimation, your cover sheet, your blowout paper, your butcher, whatever it is, needs to be disposable, single use. Okay. So will my class in October be for newbies and silhouette too? For newbies and for silhouette, y'all, look, hear me well. There's new classes for designing, for learning the program and the basics. There will not be a full-on beginners class of that. I will have it to where you guys can come on and like we'll have basically reviews of the Essentials to Silhouette Studio. Because you're watching the playbacks, but there will not be another live class going over the basics and like the true beginner. Beginner starts in Essentials to Silhouette Studio. That is where it starts. That is where all of you need to go. If you're waiting for a live class for beginners for silhouette, you're going to be waiting until next year. Well into next year. I don't plan to redo that anytime soon unless Silhouette America makes some major changes with Silhouette Studio. Essentials to Silhouette Studio is where it's at. Essentials to Silhouette Studio is where you learn the basics of Silhouette Studio. I will have, like I said, a program where that is going to be your foundation. When you sign up for that program, you're going to be getting Essentials to Silhouette Studio, learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. That is going to be like when you go to school, go to college, there is like a handbook. I'm going to be teaching from that handbook, that class. So you're still going to need that. So you might as well get it now, get a head start. And then when we do that, it'll be like live classes where we can review it, go over certain things, but not a full 30 days of it. We're going to do like certain classes every week. We'll go over certain lessons and things like that. So that is a way to be able to still attend live sessions. But I'm not teaching that live anytime soon. I can say never again, but anytime soon. So y'all click on that link. Y'all better get Essentials. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But what I will be teaching is design for beginners, because that's something that's totally different. Learning the system, learning the tools is different from learning how to design. We will have beginner design, intermediate design, advanced designing. Okay. And my sublimation for beginners, that won't go over programs in detail. It's giving you the information about sublimation for beginners. Because a lot of misinformation out there, and you guys are missing a lot of information that causes you to ask a lot of questions. If you have like a really good class, a really good guide that's going to break all that down for you, that's going to be your reference. And you can focus on questions that are like real questions. Not saying those aren't real questions, but if something happens in troubleshooting, but even with my class, you'll learn how to troubleshoot too. They don't have stores in Canada. You don't have like a Sam's, like a wholesale store like Sam's, Costco's, BJ's. Y'all don't have that in Canada? Can I access the videos forever once I buy it? Yes, that is the joy of our classes. We don't do the subscription thing. People have lives. So nobody have time to go and have to watch a video at a certain time, or, even we have hard times. You pay for a class for me, it is yours to watch and play back as many times as you need. Never losing access to it. I'm not going to ever really do a subscription-based type thing. This is why I end up having to end my YouTube one. I just didn't like the thought of that, right? I mean, I think they work great for certain things, but for the knowledge of like creative business, it's so much to kind of learn that I won't do. Like, I prefer to do classes. I do classes. I don't do subscriptions. You want a class? I don't have a program where you're going to get access to everything that I have, every class I do. Focus on the class that you need at that particular time and take that class, and you'll have forever access to it. Does the color of the butcher paper matter? Of course, white is always going to be better. One, you'll be able to see easier if something is on it. They do have one that's like a pinkish color. It's just not worth it. I mean, it's not going to make a big deal. I use craft paper also, like for really, really big things. It puts off more of a smell. I don't get a smell from the butcher paper, so I prefer just the white. And butcher paper, people say there's some that's waxed or coated or something like that. I've never experienced that. When freezer paper is, I've never experienced that with butcher paper. So I just use white. Yeah, the brown one shouldn't matter as long as it's not waxed. You won't have any problem using Silhouette Studio with playbacks, correct? Costco's, yes. See if Costco's has it. Costco should have that large thing of butcher paper. All right, so I'm waiting for your next questions. Incredible morning. You guys are just jumping on, as Eric would say from the blank spot. I'm just doing a cleaning chat because I have the last of my custom orders. I'm ending custom orders for a while. Because I just need to, we're making plans and we have some things that's in the works, and I just need to really focus my energy and my time and my energy on those things, and trying to deal with people in their timelines. My lips are dry. Why didn't some of my lips was dry and I was out here looking like Pokey? What my chapstick? What my lip gloss said? So we have some things to focus on. So I'm doing the last of my custom orders for a while. And I need space. And I was working on custom orders, and it's all a bunch of stuff over here, and I need space to do this blanket. So I'm clearing up my area. So we're just doing the cleaning chat. So feel free to post your questions. What color felt is needed for testing? White. I mean, if you're going to press to white, like most of your sublimation substrates are going to be white, because that's the only way you're going to get white from your design. Can you press to colored? Yes. Watch my video on whether or not you can sublimate to colors. You can press to color fabrics. Color felt. It's great to let your customers see how, like, they ask you about color shirts. Well, this is how it's going to show up here, and kind of just show them the colors. So I have my color charts pressed to color felt as well, in case I have to ever press to a colored shirt. Oh, they don't have it in Costco's? I don't know. I'm not a Costco's person. I am I went from BJ's to Sam's, and I know that I've seen it in BJ's. So I'm not a Costco's person. I thought all wholesale places or membership places had it, but okay. Good to know. I stand corrected. I got to put all these shirts back in inventory that I end up not using. This one I think had a stain on it. Yep. So I'll probably be doing some type of demo with this shirt because it has a stain on it. What do I need to get from you if I want to start sublimation, please? Ooh, great question. Appreciate what you do. Your classes have helped me become a better silhouette studio user. Yay, 28 vines. All right. So, loaded question. It's basically put like just the simple stuff. I'm gonna go over the simple stuff you need. All right, hold on one second. It really depends on what type of printer you want to get. You know, if you're looking for something that's more economical, you may like as far as purchasing it right now. That's going to be and long term, right? That's going to be an EcoTank like 2803, like the 2800 series. It's going to be your most economical. To me, they have too much maintenance. I have a whole video where I break down all the printers. I break down their sizes. I break down their pros and cons. I'm not going to go through that now. I am going to go through that in my Sublimation 7-day chat, 5 day, 7 day. I forget how many it is. It's coming up. It's the last week of September. And we're going to go over that in detail. So you'll need a printer. All Epson printers can be converted if it's an EcoTank. If it's a workforce printer, you just have to find compatible cartridges. So that's going to be the first thing. So once you decide on which printer you're going to get ink from us. If it's an EcoTank, you just buy the full set of ink. All of our inks are 140 milliliters. Okay, so you're going to get more bang for your buck. For a standard Epson printer, their bottles are 70 milliliter. They're black. Once you get to the bigger ones, it's like 120 something, I think it is. Or I don't think they do the 140, but the standard is 70. This is 140. Okay. So you're going to be able to get 2 full refills if it goes all the way down. If you're someone that kind of waits till it goes to mid-level, you'll be able to get, you'll get 1 full one and then you'll have another full refill. Or you can do like 2 half and half refills because this is 140 milliliters, 140. All right, so you're going to go and you're going to get the ink from there. Formula B. That's what I always say for EcoTanks. Then you're going to get, of course, paper. If you have a small format printer, you're going to get 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 14. When it comes back in stock, you can get our 8.5 inch rolls. We sell the 328 foot rolls of sublimation paper. If you have a wide format printer, you can get the 11 by 17, 13 by 19. You can get the 13-inch roll. So that's that. If you have a 70, I see you mentioning chips. That's only if you have a 7820, 7840, 7310 printer will you need chips for the printer. Okay. So you're looking, okay, so there, I'm looking into the workforce. So yeah, if you're going to get that one, you're going to get, we have a paper ink tape bundle. So you're going to get the paper that you want, you're going to get the ink that you need, and you're going to get heat tape. And then you just have to buy the cartridges. So we do that no matter which printer you have, you're always going to need paper, ink, and tape. So go in there, check out the paper, ink, tape bundle, and then add whatever cartridges you need for whichever printer you get. Okay, let's see. On my 772 cartridge carrier seems to be stuck in place. When I go to print, I can move it with my hand, but not while printing. I get an error message because it's not moving. Yep, you got to buy a new printer. Yep, that printer is kaput. Can you repeat the information about your upcoming class at the end of September? Information will be coming out soon. I'm just doing a sublimation like for beginners. The last time I did my sublimation for beginners, it was a one-day situation. Several hours to break everything down. It's going to be, and even when I did my sublimation seminar, it was, I think I did that over the course of like 2 days, but we did like a lot of like testing of stuff. And it was still a lot in 2 days. I don't want to do that to you guys. I don't want to like, although every last one of my classes, you have access. Wait, I had to make sure that this isn't one that was messed up as well. Okay. Nope, we're good. It just goes back in inventory. I got to put it back in the bag. It was probably like a size I pulled was the wrong size, or they changed their mind. So I got to put it back in inventory. So, I wanted to do it this time in a setting that really fostered learning and being able to, I mean, you can always ask questions, but I mean, it's a lot, right? Like, so sitting there for like 4 hours, especially if you're home and, your kids come in the room, it's hard to stay focused. When I did my 30-day training and seeing how people were, engaged, they were asking questions because it was a shorter class. It just, it just changed my perspective on how I want to teach classes. I do have a lot of information, a lot of knowledge to provide. People love my teachings. And sorry, this is loud. I'm trying my best to be. Let me just put that over here. I like to fold them so that it goes better into the recycle bin. I don't ever ball my butcher paper or even my sublimation paper up. I put them all flat so that it's easier to recycle them. But I wanted to foster an environment that's going to be where you can, all right, I can sit through this. I can learn through this, and not have this super long when people get tired, their kids come in, this and the third. So I'm going to do it instead of in 1 or 2 days. It's kind of like my sublimation seminar. I break down, like I'm telling y'all, you can't get in an ebook. Most of these ebooks is pictures. I know you guys think that you need the ebook. It's probably good to maybe have it in written format. But when you write your own notes, I tell my son this all the time. The teachers can have all this, but when you write your own notes, your mind processes it better. So although ebooks are great, I think it's really good when you can write down stuff. Although we are going to have like somewhat of a guide to kind of help guide you, like to organize your notes. But to me, ebooks just don't give what they're supposed to give. This is not going to be a class on starting a sublimation business. I think that's also the thing that's missing in this industry is everyone wants to go to boom, straight, go to business. You got a printer, boom, start a business. That makes no sense to me. You got to learn the process. You got to learn the craft of it all. So I'm going to focus on teaching you the basics of sublimation, the basics of what you need. Then we're going to also do one for shirts. We're going to do one for HTV because not everyone does sublimation. And like just the things that you need. Going over heat presses. That's like one of the biggest sections and the most important sections is really understanding the differences in heat presses. And if you decide to start off with the starter one, like what's there to work up to and why they have different price points. So I want to have time so I can really, really break that down. I'm working on some things. It probably won't be for the one in September, but the one that I do in not October, November. I'm going to have some things in place for the one in November. So I just want to break that down. So it's going to be it's going to be more than one day. So we can just take it piece by piece by piece and really give, like, it's going to be a lot of information. It's not just going in, okay, let's size this, let's press this. To me, that's not helping you any, because when you have questions, when something goes wrong, when you don't understand why your colors, like having to go and post in a group and maybe not get an answer can be very discouraging. It can be very annoying to post and there's like no one is answering you, or you get all these answers and they're not helpful. Like you're trying it all and you feel like you're wasting, and it's not helping you any. Duh, because you didn't get all the right information. You don't understand it. You're just kind of going off of you know how they say you live paycheck to paycheck? You guys are learning question for question. I want to give you what you need all in one nice little package with a nice little bow on it. And you're not going to run your business question for question and group to group. You're going to get what you need to be able to learn it. Anybody can be me. Anybody can have all this knowledge in your head. You can have all this information. You can go and you can teach as well, but you got to know it. You got to go and really spend time in it. I'm able to do this because I've spent years mastering this. So I'm the best at it because I actually spent time mastering it. And I want to get you guys in that mindset and give you the tools where you can master it as well. All right. So just sign up for the class updates. The information will go out soon. As soon as I finish all these custom orders. I have a 70 ET 7310. I'm getting the message. Filter failed. How do I fix that? Filter, I've never heard that one. It might be basically what's in your maintenance tank. That one, I do believe you can change your maintenance tank, and it may have just used different terminology. So you have to go in there and replace your maintenance tank. Your maintenance tank fills with ink from all of the printhead cleanings. That ink has to go somewhere. So that has to be changed out and replaced. So look into seeing if that particular printer has a maintenance box that you can replace, or see if you can take it out, empty it, and all that kind of good jazz. I've never had to do it. Your advice helped me in choosing my first heat press 6 years ago. 6 years ago. I have been giving out this wonderful information for years, guys. I'm not new to this. I didn't just kind of jump into this and say, okay, I want to start to teach. I gave y'all free information. I researched 6 years ago. I helped her make her choosing her first heat press. Which one did you end up choosing? If you have changed it, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that, because people always say they can change the one for the smaller, like the 2720, 2800 series, but Epson says that you can. So if it's still saying filter not fail, all you can do is contact Epson to see if they can give you something like some type of information on what you're supposed to do. Outside of that, with those small ones, that's one of the downsides of the small ones. Although, yes, you get in cheaper. It's $199. Might be 229 or something. Might be like 230 now, but it was like $199. Yeah, you're gonna get in on the ground floor cheaper, but it's not. You're not gonna have that printer for the long haul. There's so many things that end up happening with those lower, like those least expensive printers, and it just might be time to get a new one. They don't last long. They don't last long. I don't know which one this. Oh, this is for. I gotta send this with this printer, so this I can't throw that away. That's the cover. I never use the paper cover at all. So, all right, let's move you. Oh God, I can't believe I can actually see my desk now. I can actually see. Hold on, let me show y'all. I don't know if you can see. You guys probably can't. Oh, there it is. See, my desk is a hotmess.com. So now you're going to end up not seeing my face though. Wait, this camera is. But yeah. Oh man, hold on. Even. Dang it, he's outside in the garage. All right. Do workforce printers have removable maintenance boxes? Do you sell them? No, we don't sell the maintenance ones. That's something that you get from Epson. Like that's something that third party wise not worth it for us to carry those, but you do have to change them out, and you get that from Epson. But it doesn't fill up as fast as Eco tanks. In your opinion, what printer is the best for converting an Epson or an actual? Wait, what in your opinion, what printer is the best, converting an Epson or the actual Sawgrass? So I can only give you my experience. Do I have a Sawgrass? Yes, it's sitting here. It still has blue tape on it because I have yet to set it up. I love Epson. I love my Epson. I love the quality of it. I don't have an issue with it. So I have not used this one to really compare it to see like the colors. I haven't had an issue, like a major issue, because I know how to, like, when it comes to the colors, what to expect when it comes to the colors. I don't know if this provides anything different. It's here. I'm afraid to set it up because once you set it up, there's ink in there. If I'm not constantly using it, it's going to clog up. So I'm a little bit hesitant to set up my Sawgrass. It is sitting here. The inks are sitting here waiting for me to set this bad boy up. So I don't have an opinion really of the Sawgrass. I just know that I don't have an issue with Epson. And I've been using it, and it's perfectly fine for me and for my needs. 15 by 15 Craft Press Pro from Heat Press Nation. Awesome. Where is my big bag for this? Is this the biggest bag we have? Even. Can you bring me one of the plastic bags, the clear ones, like the biggest one that we have?
Say that again?
I think it's the one that we put 11 by 17 paper in, the biggest clear one that we have. I don't think this is in it, is it? I'm trying to see if I can get these leftover transfers to fit in there because they're all over the place. All right, guys. So if you're just joining, this is a cleaning chat. I just need to clean up my desk or my workspace. Ever since I changed my office around, I only have one real work surface. Even for my Cameo machines, which kind of sucks, I got to figure that out because this is not working out for me for certain things. So I only have like one actual like work surface, and it was a hotmess.com from like the past like week and a half of customs. And I'm taking a break from doing custom orders because I need to get some things in order for what is my main business. Is like for me, my main business, of course, is teaching. And then, of course, for the honesty speaking side and how we want to grow and do things like that, whatever. So I have to take a break because the demand and them on their timelines and constantly calling you and wanting updates all the time, wanting to call you about updates all the time. It's a bit stressful. Like your girl was stressed out. So I'm taking a break from customs for a little bit. Hopefully by the time, because she's like, wait a minute. One of the people who orders from me all the time, she's like, but what about graduation season? So I told her, I was like, I'm going to try to, get to a point where I'm back up and like functioning by graduation season, but there's no promises. But I'm going to try, be back to taking custom orders, but I'm taking a break. I'm telling people, I was so proud of myself because I told a few people no yesterday. I have 3 more orders I have to do, and then I'm done for a while. And I just need to clean up my desk so I can actually knock these out in a more efficient way without having to take over space in my house. On printers, I followed your advice concerning using my old printer as a trade-in at Best Buy to get the Epson 77. That's the biggest ones. I don't think it will fit. Oh yeah, it will fit. Yay! Thank you. Best Buy to get my Epson 7720. They tried to give me some ish at first, but I stood my ground and got my discount. Wait, recently or back in the day? Because they don't sell 7720s anymore. What's the process? Because I have an Epson 2720. I like to trade in for a better one. I don't. Ever since COVID, I don't think they actually offer anymore. And they don't have a 7720, so that couldn't have been recently. Because they don't have those. They used to have the trade in. I'm not sure if they still offer it ever since COVID, because of course, like bringing stuff in and stuff like that. But they used to have it where you would get $50 off towards a printer, so you'd have to go and ask your Best Buy. Yeah, see, back in the day, yeah. I don't think they do it anymore. She says, those historic FAMU shirts went hard. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, from that shirt, I wore it yesterday at PTA, and talking to town, a lot of people see it, and it's like, oh, but I go to Bethune. Oh, don't worry, we have some Bethune one coming up. Okay, let me know. So gonna probably get a couple orders for that for Bethune. From like teachers there, a couple people who were FAMU and that they wanted one. And then, of course, what my ultimate goal was, whether it was, I'm still gonna run for PTA president, but I'm gonna see like if that's gonna end up being a conflict with providing things to the school, and like, but we have a whole separate business, so it shouldn't be because I am Shaquille Lavelle, HS Inc. is HS Inc. Prince, but MJ's language arts teacher, I guess, is on the committee for doing shirts, so. Of course, my baby is in her class, and then she was like, it's like, but then I said, oh, no, this is promo. So I turned around and showed her. She's like, oh my God, you make shirts? We're looking for someone. So that one, of course, I'm going to do because it's a bulk order. It's not like small custom ones. So yeah, I will potentially be doing the spirit shirts for their school. So yeah, it served its purpose. Who you talking to, my mom? Oh, okay. And these I'm gonna. I don't know. I don't even use we don't use Elite Prints and Creations. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with these. I might scrape some of this off and do that whole like little confetti thing because we really don't use these anymore. Because we're branded as HS Inc. Prints 365. I love your style. Oh, your whole family rocked them well. Thank you. Ooh, you're part of the Morris Brown Marching Rattlers, family in the building, ATL neighbors, 365 all day. Yay. All right. Ooh, no. These are not going to fit. The 12 by 12s are not going to fit in here. Dang it. I thought this bag was like 13 inches wide, but it's not. That sucks. But all of these others can fit in here. Let's see. I know. Thank you. Blanks. Wait, is that Blanks by CSU? Is that you, Shannon? Is that who that is? CSU is Shannon, isn't it? I think that's your handle on here, right? I can't tell by the picture. Um, love the combo of Sublimation, vinyl, business, and history repping. Trust me, your students were watching and taking notes. 365. I hope y'all were. And I said, I practice if practice what you teach was a person, that is me. I'm going to promote. And I tell you guys to be a walking billboard, I'm being for real. Like this was gonna get so we printed it out. And on this one, this is also mine. I wrote this. It's the Black Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the fact that I am Black living in America and to the Republic. Please understand, we are one nation under God, but the movement will continue until there is oh, Jesus. Until there is liberty, peace, unity, equality, respect, and justice for all. Y'all see that? That's my name. So these are on our website, hsinkdesigns.com, if you want to copy one. But I need to actually put that on the back, like put our advertisement one. On the back of these shirts too, the ones that are ours. But yeah, this is also mine because it says on there, for this t-shirt or any other. So like when I have on a shirt, like if they want that one, that's gonna be. What I'm also gonna end up doing is whatever shirt I have, if it's one that's on our website already, I'm gonna put a QR code. They can just scan it and go straight to that listing. That's a little free gem for you. How How long does sub ink last? I brought some back in summer and it's been sitting brand new in a box. It's okay. I want to get a sub printer. Yeah, it's really no shelf life. Well, we say like 18 months, 18, 24 months, but there's like no major, like it's not gonna affect the way colors come out and how it works. All right, so what is Easy Subli and how do you use it? Ooh, good question. So Easy Subli, if you don't follow me on Facebook, I made a post that said sublimation is not for colored shirts. Sublimation is not for cotton shirts. And this is a very true statement. However, there are methods and things out there that will allow you to press press a design to a colored shirt, to a cotton shirt. Easy Subli happens to be one of those methods. It is not sublimation. Let's get that clear. Using Easy Subli, although you use it with sublimation ink, it is not sublimation. Technically, right? Because the way that they wanted you to use it, you would print out onto the Easy Subli, cut it with your cutting machine or by hand, take it off the carrier sheet, either with the masking or take it off, put it on your item, and then press it. That's not sublimation because it's not a transfer of the ink that's on the paper turning into a gas and binding with the polymers. That is sublimation is a process. Sublimation is not a printing method. It is a scientific process. All right. So when you're using that way, how they intend you to use it, that becomes a printing process. Now, their masking don't really work, and it was designed to be used with a sawgrass printer, which is a gel-based ink. So it's a lot thicker. The way that it prints out is different than a water-based printer. So the way the Easy Subli is made, it don't work too good on water-based printers. It doesn't dry well. And when you have to put it in your cutting machine, because it does not dry well, you end up with a bunch of streaks. Now you can get it to dry. You put it under your heat press, you let it sit for a couple of days, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, hold on. If this fits in here, this should fit in here. It does fit in here. What was I thinking? I think it was the plastic. Hold on. Okay, wait, let's just put this in. He brought me a couple of them, so let's just put it in this one. So it doesn't work well with water-based printers. So what you have to do is just cut your Easy Subli with your cutting machine, and you're going to print out your sublimation print, and you are going to do the sublimation process because you're going to take that sublimation print, put it onto your Easy Subli the same way that you would do glitter HTV and glow in the dark HTV, and you're going to do the sublimation process onto the glitter HTV, onto the Easy Subli, onto the glow in the dark HTV, just not Caesar. Caesar's glow in the dark HTV, people, it will transfer. That is not quality, y'all. Them colors ugly. Okay, don't do it on Caesar. Trust me. You can try it if you want, but it ain't the same. There's some ones on Amazon that come out better. I don't have them off the top of my head, but there's some on Amazon that work a whole lot better than the Caesar ones for glow in the dark. Do I have a shirt in here? I think I have one. Hold on. I thought it was in here, but maybe it's in here. I thought I had a shirt that had Easy Subli on it. It was the one for my son's epilepsy warrior shirt. I don't see it, so I may have taken it to the room when I saw it in here. I thought I had a shirt in here that had it on there. But yeah, if you've ever, like, when you watch my videos, I've done a video on it. Or if you watch a video on sublimation to glitter vinyl, it's the same process. Yeah, I don't see it. So it will feel like vinyl on a shirt. Yes, it will definitely feel like vinyl on a shirt. Correct. It's not like sublimation where you don't feel anything. You will feel it. Thank you. What other classes do you have planned after sublimation class? And will the sublimation class be forgotten? So my sublimation class is only like, okay. Can I be real with y'all? Like, for real, for real. Can I be 100% real in my thought process on certain things? Can I be real, hopefully, without judgment? If you're going to judge, I mean, it's okay. If they tell me I can be real, I'm going to say it anyway. Do understand that the statement that I'm going to make, if y'all tell me I can be real, it's not a matter of competition, it's not a matter of hating on anyone. You know, I'm not trying to knock anybody's hustle. They do what they do what they will. All right? Not trying to knock anyone. So, can I be real with y'all for a moment? Do I sell the blank shirts that I'm wearing? No, I don't. These are Team 365. We are Team 365, but no, I don't sell them yet. I'm working on trying to sell the Team 365 and the Sport Tech. They are my favorite. They are not cotton-like shirts. I don't do the cotton-like shirts. I like polyester. I like quality. I like ones that's going to give you amazing color. So these are not super shiny. They're semi-shine. I love the feel of them. Breathe like really, really comfortable. So I like polyester shirts, child. I'm rocking mine. But we're trying to work on selling the Team 365 and the Sports Tech. All right. So okay, so only one person. So I'm gonna keep my comment to myself then. But I do plan to have other classes. It's gonna be more like programs. So we're gonna have a program for those who want to get into event decor. So we did like the 7-day challenge, but we're gonna take that to the next level, and then also like once we do that, we'll move into like, okay, how to turn this into a business. We're gonna have ones on t-shirts. We're gonna have design, like specific design classes, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. We're gonna have for people always asking about like my memorial stuff. I'm gonna end up doing like a full-on boot camp showing you like so many different things that you can do. Foam board, y'all know I love my foam board. I did like a, foam board 101, this and third. Like, so these are not all gonna be all like in October. This is gonna be over time, over the course of a year. I'm gonna have a lot of different things I'm gonna teach, going back into foam board, party favors, like all the stuff that you guys see me do. And then of course, business. The business one, those who want to get into like knowing how I teach my classes and like the platforms, how to set that up. So we're going to focus on, it's going to be a lot of different things coming in October, like from October on. Okay. Okay, there's that over there. Ha! She says, the times I didn't listen, I ended up saying to myself, I should have listened. I'm going to need you to correct that, right? You say, I should have listened to the professor. I should have listened to Shakia. You got to add that part on the end because that's the most important part. So you decided not to listen to me, and I wasn't steering you wrong. Okay. So a few of you, it's too many of y'all watching for me to just see, yes, please, be real, keep it 100. Sorry at work, but be real. Go ahead, please tell. So it's too many of y'all watching to only have like 5 comments on that. That means you can't handle the truth. May I see your FAMU shirt? Ooh, you gonna make me go out and get it? You gotta wait for that one. I don't feel like I gotta go back out and all that stuff. So she said, yes, I should have listened to the professor. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all anyway, child. Y'all know. I'm gonna tell you anyway. So here's the thing, right? I focus on beginner sublimation because I break down what you need to know. So my beginner is not really like, okay, beginner and some ish that should be free and folks should not be charging for is what they consider to be beginner. They gonna tell you printers, settings, um, a little bit about what blanks, and some people have it where it's free as well. But like a little bit about blanks, how to just size something, stuff like that, right? How to press it. All right, cool, all well and good, right? Some folks charge for just that, but what happens when you run into an issue with your printer? What happens when you run into an issue where like your printer either is not printing, the colors are wrong, it's dropping ink? What happens when you run into an issue with um, troubleshooting a substrate? Why is it not working? Understanding pressure, how to figure out your heat press. Like to me, to me, those are basic things when you're getting into it. When people say research, oh, you're just looking for, okay, this is a printer. People use Fancier Studio. It's cheap. Let me go use this. But I break down why you might need to consider getting a better heat press. If it's something that you've seen it, you think that, you know, or if you're going to get another one, you are buying it with the intention, like you're knowing that this is just for me to see, and I'm going to plan and say, I really want, if I like this, I want to be prepared for a better heat press. Like, so I break it all down. I break down the benefits of each program. Although I teach Silhouette Studio, there are a lot of other programs out there that might fit your needs better, how you prefer to design. I prefer to design a certain way. So there's a section in there where I break down the pros and cons of programs. I show you examples of what these programs do. I don't teach you the programs. I'm just showing you the pros and cons of them. I break down everything about the sublimation process. I break down how to make your own templates. So when I do that in my beginners, that's all you need to know for sublimation. When someone goes and says, okay, I'm gonna teach a class on how to sublimate a rose, how to sublimate a shirt, how to sublimate, and if anybody teaches these classes, I'm not knocking whatever it is that you do. And some people just may not know. For me, I do that stuff freely. Y'all can go back and watch years and years of videos where you don't see me press like it's the same process. It ain't no different. The issue comes in is when you have an issue. I don't know who that is. When you have an issue, how do you troubleshoot it? How do I know what's wrong? How do I know what's wrong with like my colors? Hold on, I gotta answer this. They call back to back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Um, So, what was I going to say? So, like a lot of the different things, right? It's like, even if someone says, okay, how to sublimate a tumbler, they want to have a whole class. This is how you do tumblers. If you understand the process of sublimation, you understand that all you got to do is wrap it and make it tight. What you need the whole class on? Because the class isn't going to help you when out of the blue, oh, this ain't one. This one of the ones that's kind of perfect, Ain't no seam on that one, Let me see. Let me see if I can find one that's not quite perfect. This one perfect too, so I can't do this one. Okay, here go one that's not so perfect. All right. So this happens. Ain't really non-new game. I mean, you can go and do it the same exact way every time. They're temperamental, and some people stress about it. I'm a teacher for the beginning. Like, hey, this gonna happen. So you can either live with it, you can sell it off. If it's not someone's name or something, you can sell it off as like a oopsie or whatever. But there are times where there's certain little things, like, so you can take a class. They're going to show you the best possible way. When they do theirs, it is going to probably come out perfect. The professor don't mean I'm perfect. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm perfect. What I am saying is this is how you do it. And I had someone who had the audacity to tell me, you on here and you call yourself the professor, yet you're messing up. Maybe you should practice or do something. Baby, I've been doing this for years. I'm human. Well, and also I can't control how machines work. I can't control how that heat press might heat up. One day it's real good. Not the heat press, the oven. One day it's real good, and the next day it's not. I can't, probably forgot that I didn't have enough pressure when I put it on there. It kind of messed up. Oh, baby. And who said that the professor equaled perfection? I don't know. Because according to one of my favorite brands, I am imperfectly qualified. Y'all go ahead. That's a shameless plug. Y'all go ahead and check out imperfectlyqualified.com. That you are great in all of your flaws. Go check out the message. It's amazing. Probably need to wear my shirt tomorrow, but I am imperfectly qualified. Okay. So okay, but where are some things? So when it comes to like, okay, getting it down here, what are some things that you can do to maybe help prevent that? Although we want it to go all the way around, what if that doesn't work? Understanding from the beginning that unless you want certain designs and you want them to, like, as people see it, oh my God, that's amazing. Can you teach me a class? They cut their ish and they're just doing like this. It's not a smooth design. So depending on the paper that you are using, you're going to see all of those splits. So stuff like that, that's not something you do a whole class for me to tell you, I'm going to teach a whole class on how to do a full wrap on this just for you to know that it ain't going to be perfect. No. So when I teach you everything in the beginners, it gives you everything that you need to know. Because I don't care if you're pressing a plaque, this and this and this were pressed at the same exact temperature, the same exact time, technically the equivalent of the same amount of pressure, this and this. So what is there for me to have a whole class on how to do this? So when it comes to how to do this, it's not the sublimation process that you need, because I've taught you in my beginners, I'm teaching you everything that you need to know about sublimation. That's all the information you're ever going to need to know. The part that you're going to be missing is the part that I love to specialize in, and I'm going to have more classes of, and that's the design process. Well, damn, Shakia, how you get that to where it's a part? Like, I mean, it's perfect. Oh wait, wrong side. It's perfect, like a little perfect little border here. How you get that centered? This is not teaching sublimation on how to get this centered. Teaching on how to size, how to know your placement. That has nothing to do with sublimation. That has everything to do with knowing how to design, knowing how to make shirts. So you may have to take my sublimation class. If you're into shirts, you might have to take my t-shirt class because there's all different things. So my t-shirt class is going to cover almost all print methods because how you size, how you press is going to be the same. When you want to move into bulk orders and you're going to understand that you cannot do all individual sizes. So that's when we go and we learn about t-shirt business. So there's different levels to this. For sublimation, I'm going to have one in one class only. Even though I may have multiples of it, I'm going to be teaching the same exact information. If you just want to attend live, you're going to attend live. I'm going to show you about pressing a couple items, but you're literally going to see me do the exact same thing. You're going to see me print it out. You're going to see me press it. You're going to see me print it out, or I already have it printed. You're going to see me press it. What you're not going to see is me designing a lot, like doing a lot of designing in the sublimation class. The designing part has nothing to do with that because somebody can technically take a picture, resize it, sublimate it. You don't even have to resize it. You can go, every last one of these printers have a scanner on it. You can put your thing on there. You can do it basically as a copy, or like with the Workforce, you can do it as a copy. You can print it out. You can take your hand, put it on the copy machine, print out with some sublimation paper, with sublimation ink, put it on a shirt, put your handprint right here. That requires no design whatsoever. None. So adding stuff about pricing to a sublimation class, what they got to do with sublimation? That's a class on business. So then you need to come to my business class because it has nothing to do with this. Nothing with how to sublimate. So for sublimation, it's going to be one in one class on. There's no such thing as intermediate unless you're now moving into things like cut and sew. If I break down the process for doing an oversized print, whether it's for a shirt, a blanket, it's the same process. What I got to go to a whole other class? I mean, I could, because y'all going to pay. I have come to learn that y'all as crafters, y'all are very vulnerable. Y'all are very impressionable. Y'all like to be scammed by folk. Y'all like to spend money. I've come to realize that y'all like to spend money and kind of somewhat waste money. I could definitely go and charge you, even if it was $10 every class, the amount of classes that I teach. Oh, I'm gonna get me a couple stacks from y'all. Because I teach a lot of classes. And see, y'all be having FOMO for my classes. So I could go and teach a class for all this little stuff. Yeah, I'm doing a blanket. Oh, I got a class for it. I'm doing this. I got a class for it. Oh, I'm doing this. I got a class for it. Now, if y'all want me to, I can definitely do that. Or y'all can stop sleeping on my classes and join the ones. And yes, it will be your girl long-winded. It's a whole lot of information. But you only had to pay for it one time for that particular thing. So sublimation, it's going to be one class. It's beginners, starters, or everything you need to, I'm even going to call it beginners, is what you need to know about sublimation. Because a lot of you guys don't consider yourselves to be beginners, but you are still asking questions in these groups like you're a beginner. You're still asking some questions that you need research on. So this is going to be your ultimate research course. Go ahead and join it. Get on the list. Go to my website, click where it says class updates. If you're already on it, don't worry about it. You're going to get the email already. And join me for my sublimation class, because that's all it is. It just takes one class or one course. That's it. Y'all know that TikTok video? Does your class teach HTV as well? So we will have a class that's going to be on, like, when it's for t-shirts. I mean, to me, teaching HTV ain't really nothing to it. You cut it, you weed it, you press it. That's really it. It's about design. The part that in all of this, I don't focus on a lot of these like project-based things. If you watch my, I haven't cleaned up nothing in like 10 minutes. Let me clean up some stuff. So if you watch most of my videos, I don't do a lot of project-based stuff. I normally come on, I'm teaching about, I kind of do project-based. Another honest moment. I come and I press something. Like if I'm working on an order, now only the ink zone. If I'm working on an order, you are only going to see me press an order in the ink zone. You're only going to see me work on an order, design a file. You are only going to get that in the ink zone. Unless it's something like when I did the one, like what's a silhouette to Cricut, or if it is a planned promotional instructional video, because I still have to do that for new people and stuff like that. So that's business, right? But for the most part, you're not going to see me do nothing unless you're in the ink zone, like point blank in the period. I'm being so honest. I've given y'all 7 years of free content. But if you notice, I don't do a lot of project-based stuff. And to keep showing you the same stuff over and over and over again. If you've watched one video of me pressing a shirt, that's how you press a shirt. I've done videos where I'm showing you how to do multiple colors, how to layer. The key is in the design. So most of my videos are based on the design part, how you set that up, how you separate it. So when I teach about t-shirts and I teach about t-shirt business, there's a very big difference in convenience, saving time, saving money. So I want to teach you about that when it comes to that. So I can teach you about saving and those processes. But HTV, it's all in the design. Every machine is different. Every blade is different. So what I can teach you is how to determine how your cutter cuts. That's all I can really help you with. Explaining blade depth, explaining force, explaining speed. If your blade is brand new, super sharp, if it's kind of dull, how you have to adjust it, I can help you with that. You're going to have to do the work to figure out when you need to adjust your settings, because HTV is HTV. You're going to kiss cut it. You're going to weed it. You're going to press it. That's it. You guys are trying to get information. Like, it's like, and a lot of that stuff is available on YouTube. I am the YouTube. If you want that information, you can go and you can watch my YouTube videos to your heart content. But my classes, you're going to be able to know exactly where to go for this thing. You're not going to have to search for 30,000 different things to find what you need. Every class, every program will have its own section. And even on your dashboard, you can go back to that particular one. Not something where you got to filter through all this other stuff that don't concern you for what you really need. So that's how my classes are going to go going forward. That's why I have a lot of planning to do. You are the truth, Professor. Oh, thank you. I just upgraded from a Cricut 9x9 to a 15x15 heat press. I didn't see the family shirts either. They were the same shirts. It's just that my husband didn't have glitter. I get where you're saying. You teach the process and all the little kinks will come along the way, but we will know how to figure it out. Exactly. Thanks for keeping it real and saving me from paying for multiple classes for nothing. All right. Let's see what I miss over here. Yes, thank you, Teresa. Yes, my t-shirt class definitely goes over HTV, but it's more so like the design part and then my out of the box. So for the machine itself, understanding. So for that one, when I do like my silhouette cameo classes, it's going to teach you how to like know, how to know. We'll teach you how to know when to adjust your blade depth, your force, and your speed, depending on what you're cutting. And then that's going to help you with everything else because it doesn't like flock smooth. So that's the other thing. Like that class that I'm going to have on HTV is going to teach you the differences between flock, smooth vinyl, glitter vinyl, brick vinyl, how they cut, how they press. So I'm going to be teaching you like this, like about the different vinyls, not necessarily like just t-shirt. It's going to be, okay, there's all these different vinyls. What's the difference? What's the benefit? What's the pros? What's the cons? What's the difference in the cut settings? That's what that class will focus on, not the designing. Designing is something different. You want to get designing, you got to join my design classes. Okay. Just upgraded Silhouette Cameo to a Silhouette Cameo Pro to business. One, I don't recommend the Pro. I cannot really like full on help. Most times when we have the Pro, I try and have somebody who can have like a camera, they can kind of show things. I don't recommend the Pro. I think it was like one of the worst decisions Silhouette America ever made. That's just me and just knowing how machines work, how that one works, and like the headaches. I make a lot of money off of 101 sessions for people with the Pro and having issues. That's one of my top requested one-on-one sessions is figuring out this foolish Pro, that big old mat, print and cuts with the Pro, because it's a little bit different. And I will not be spending my money on one to be able to do like free videos and like just do like content with it. One, it ain't got nowhere to go in this office. Y'all see I'm struggling. Your girl is struggling with space in this office the way I have it set up now. So I will not be getting one. So I can never do videos for it. So it's, if no one has a pro, they have to book a one-on-one session with me because I'm not buying one. It's just ridiculous the way that it's made. Which one do I recommend? Either the 12-inch or you can get the plus. But the pro, if you want a 24-inch, invest in an actual commercial grade cutter. You know, like your Graph Tech. You know, I mean, even with like the Roland, like there's some other ones, but for that size, I don't recommend the pro at all. All right, let me get back to getting. Let me get to getting. Oh wait, hold on. Let me hurry up and go get these shirts for y'all. All right, I don't see the boys' shirts, but basically theirs was this section right here, but in green, there was a rattler and it said rattlers under it. So theirs was just this section for the boys. But even an I, well, this is one. This was an extra shirt because this was dark. This was too dark for me compared to like everything else. This is glitter HTV, like actual orange or copper glitter HTV. I don't know which green this is, but it's a green inside the tongue and here. So like when I'm teaching you design, teach you how to separate that so you can have those cuts. This is copper HTV. This is just sublimation, and then this is copper HTV. On my shirt, the dark color was what was bothering me. Now I have, hold on. So at first, I did it with this color vinyl. So it looks different on TikTok in here. And then I came across a little bit of this vinyl. Big difference in color, right? This is more of the green. This looks a little weird or whatever. So this is more of the green. I wanted more of the green. This is what was throwing me off. It was bugging the hell out of me. So I had like a little bit of this, like literally enough to do like for 2 orders that I had, right? Well, for myself, I needed my own green because I still wanted me some glitter. So my shirt, which I do brand back, so they don't get this, but my HS Ink designs go in the back. And then for us, the HS Ink designs is on the sleeve because that's our design company, our t-shirt company. So for me, I still wanted glitter. So this is regular orange or copper HTV. This on mine, I decided to not be like the other and just leave it plain. I put vinyl here. This is white glitter HTV, and it's just I just sublimated green on top. So I made my own custom color HTV. So it doesn't sparkle as much as this once you kind of like press it and stuff, but it still has it gives enough, but it's not. Okay, you see the sparkle and the glitter on like the movement on this one, like that green. So it doesn't give that totally, but it still gives a glitter effect to it, because this is sublimation to white glitter HTV, and then this is the regular HTV. So this was mine. And see, this is what I'm saying. The one that we sell won't have our advertisement, but HS Ink Designs is damn sure on the back, because you gonna know who made this shirt. So this is like our brand. So, ooh, that came out kind of weird. Came out kind of off. Actually, I was way off on that one. How the hell that happened? But this is this one. And so this is it without any glitter. And this is like the equivalent of the one that Even wore. So that's that. Yes, you can sublimate onto glitter HTV. That I just said that earlier. When someone asked about, was that you that asked about easy subli? So you can it's the same process as sublimating onto glitter HTV. You're welcome. Thank you. And this also, go ahead over to shop.hsync365.com. Do you see the black? Wait, Twitter. Y'all not Twitter. Who y'all lives over here? TikTok. Well, my ring light is making it look crazy. You see how dark that black is? You see that? Do you see that? Do y'all see? Do you see what I see? Plain paper, bright white, set to high. See, this is what happens, and this is, see, when y'all use some of them other shirts, you got to use premium matte because of how it sucks up the ink and stuff. But see, over here with Team 365 and Sports Tech, you don't have them problems, and them colors is nice. But that black is that black because of that HS ink. It's not brown in the bottle; it's black in the bottle. It's not like, I mean, it actually has kind of a brown, like, I don't know. To me, it changes color. Sometimes it looks like a slight brown, but it ain't doo-doo brown. So yeah, look at those colors. Go ahead and get you some HS Ink 365 products, okay? To be new to the silhouette world, which color do you prefer? Because my son was going to give me the pro. The regular 12-inch or the plus? The regular 12-inch silhouette 4 or the plus, not the pro. See, this is why I like not being sponsored, because I can give my honest opinion. So that first shirt sublimated, then layered, all of them were done the same way. All of them were done the same way. Press the main print first, the same one you saw. So this was, I can literally take this. Oh, wait, maybe this is a different size. Yeah, this is the wrong size one for that. There's not one cut for this. But you press this first, and then you put this over in that section, and you press it. So they're all sublimated first, pressed second. And even with the one where I did, so the other one, I created the green first. So I just cut it out. I peeled them all off. I pressed it all as one. And then I took them and individually placed them and then pressed them after I sublimated. Now, I hope with all this wonderful information that y'all doing, y'all go and support, whether you Hold on. That you guys support either by checking out the website, making a purchase. All purchases before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time go out the same exact day, or you support by sharing, recommending us to others. You guys have gotten some great information on this free session. So hopefully you guys are supporting by either going to the channel, going to the website, liking the channel, subscribing to the channel, sharing it out, liking it, tagging a friend. What do I keep my pressure at? Damn near none. On my Hotronics, I take it to a 0. I turn it up to right when it hits 1. And when it's on 1, I turn it back a little bit. So technically, it's like if it fluctuates between a 0 and 1. Damn near no pressure. You don't need it. You don't need heavy pressure. You don't need a lot of pressure at all. You just need even pressure and even heat. And that's it. At least with our paper. Yes, you can put rhinestones. You can put heat transfer vinyl over it. You can put printable transfer over it. You can put whatever on top of it. You're just pressing to the shirt. Sublimation, it's not like it's vinyl. You can put literally anything on top, except so if it doesn't have dye block, the colors can come through. So that's the only thing. That's a game changer for me. I learned something new every time I watch your videos. That is amazing. Everybody needs to jump on the bandwagon of the professor. She will not steer you wrong. I did a baseball jersey the other day and had to add extra pressure because 30 seconds did not work. I was also on, didn't work. I also know the 35 came out good. So it's not 30 seconds may or may not work, like depending on your heat press. I think you have the Hotronics. You have to test your substrates. I've said that before. These are settings. I always say you can press as low as 365. As fast as 30 seconds. Is that going to be the case for every single substrate, every single, because some shirts, and depending on how that particular jersey was made, how is it woven? Is it like for me, I don't like Vapor. I don't like Gildan. I don't like Cricut. To me, they're made the same way. And it's like the way that they're woven, it just doesn't give what it's supposed to give, like how these are made. So everything is going to be different. And sometimes you have to order an extra one so that it's your sacrificial lamb. And that's the one that you're going to test on. I don't go and do anything unless I test it. When it came to shirts, for me to know which shirts I wanted to use, I literally purchased a billion-and-one, well, not billion-and-one, but I purchased a lot of brands. Purchased a whole bunch of them. Cost me a couple $100 to go and purchase like all of these different shirts. I pressed them. So when I say what I don't prefer, it's because I've tested it. And it don't work for me. It might work for you. And that's all good. It don't work for me and the quality that I personally prefer. If you feel like that quality is great for you. Some people feel like the quality of using copy paper is great. But when you have things that are detailed, it is not. So it's all about your quality. And I test everything. Tumblers. I test. I don't just go into it like, oh yeah, I got a printer. I got some tumblers. Let's make tumblers. No. First time I made tumblers. Well, actually, this is the very first time I made tumblers. No, this is not. I'm telling a fib. This is when I tested our paper. But I also wasn't making like a lot of tumblers and stuff back then either. I don't know where the one is. It's a different one. But I have one where I tested. But even when I test this, I don't test full wraps. Like this one, I did like little individual sheets and stuff like that. Of course, once you reheat it, the color goes away. I did the testing like this. When Dee and Eric from the Blank Spot sent me the glass jars. Now, I just had this thing because I just showed it to y'all. If you missed my video, oh, here it is. I tested. This is one after I knew my settings, I knew everything. I did this with confidence. But why I was confident in what to press that at. See this? I did this one. And this was 375, 8 minutes. This was 375, 9 minutes. Oh, that came out great. I didn't have to do any other ones. So I end up putting this one, this professor design on here. 375 for 9 minutes in my oven. So I always test. I always get one to actually test before I do anything. And I test, like, so if this one didn't work, I had them already ready to go. I had another strip. I was gonna test that. Where is my slate? I have a slate. I did a test on that. Same exact concept. I put strips at the top. Once I found out the one that worked, I did it. I tested again. And then so now it has my tempting time at the top and my lovely family at the bottom. I always test. There's always a sacrificial lamb whenever I am testing. Well, when I'm doing like a new project, a new thing or something. Oh, see, I don't do those. I can't stand A4. I don't like them at all. It was only the number on the back, so I did use IQ, and your paper front was fine, but didn't have a blocking logo on front. Hi, have you shared your preferred brand of t-shirts or Sublimation? Sorry, I'm just joining. Yes, I use Team 365 and Sports Tech. Although I do like Port and Company as well for certain things, Port and Co. But for the most part, Team 365 and Sports Tech. All right, I don't add more junk over here with these shirts. And put that over there so it doesn't get mixed in. All right. What is dye block? I have a video on that one. Basically, sublimation, like all vinyls, especially lighter colors. Okay, if you've ever pressed like a dark shirt, like a dark polyester shirt, and like let's say with Jet Pro, and you see the color come through, like so whatever the color of the shirt is, if you have white vinyl and you put it on like a red polyester shirt, or if you put it on top of sublimation, it is going to bleed through. Your vinyl is not going to be white, it's going to start to look pinkish. If you had like a black shirt or whatever, it'll start to look like muddy, like gray, brownish, whatever. It just look dusty and dirty. So that is dye migration. So there are certain materials that are made to where it will block that and it won't come through. So it'll stack. If there's white anywhere in it, it's still going to look white. But when you don't have dye block, it's going to have dye migration, and the dye from the shirt, if you use a polyester, is going to come through. Take my beginners. I break all that down in my beginner sublimation class. All right, these are all a bunch of screen print transfers, like leftovers from other orders. So I just need to put these in the drawer down here because those are all screen print transfers. You might be tacky. Damn it. I think this might be tacky. Yeah, this is tacky. Fast dry. And then we also sell the tacky paper. Why you have an impression on you? I must have used this as a cover sheet. I did. I don't use two different temps. I press my Glitter HTV at 365 for 7 seconds. Glitter HTV, you can actually press up to like 350. So 365 isn't that bad. So, but if you had to, yes, you can, because you're going to press your sublimation first, and then you're going to adjust your temperature down. So for glitter vinyl, you go down in temperature. So it's not going to affect, if 365 isn't going to affect it, going down to 350 isn't going to affect the sublimation print either. So you can, if you really, really want to, press all of your, press this one, and then you can take your temperature down. So it works for me because I don't use 400 degrees. Now, those who use 400 degrees and you're using a paper where you have to use 400 degrees, you're going to have to adjust your temperature down so that you don't overheat your sublimation, overheat your glitter HTV. But at 365, I'm good. Yep, I was right. This is Tacky. And Tacky paper. Is this the one that messed up? Yes, it is. So if you guys are just joining, I am taking a break from doing custom items. I have a few orders left of the custom items, and of my custom orders, and I'm taking a break so that I can focus on our main business. So right now I am clearing off my desk or my work surface so that I can process these custom orders because I don't have any space. So this is simply a clean and chat. I'm just on relaxed environment. More than welcome to ask anything. I'm not able to show anything on Silhouette because I'm like over here at this table, just trying to clear it off and also kind of somewhat be organized as I'm putting it back and not just putting it in random places. So it's just a clean and chat. Feel free to post questions. It's not a dedicated class. It's just a relaxed, clean and chat. Although even when I clean and chat, you're going to get a lot of valuable information. And let that be a lesson to you guys also. So I don't advertise a lot for my customs, but I don't have. I'm at a point now where I don't really have to, because it's not my main business. But enough people know who your girl is, to where when they have a custom request, they know who to go to. And so I'll typically, I don't advertise for it really. Normally, I just kind of post something that I've made. It makes it to where people kind of want to order from me. And so I'll end up taking on those orders. And I still get quite a few of them. And it makes us, of course, it makes me money. But I know what I want to focus on. So some people try and like stress themselves out trying to keep doing both. Oh, I don't want to lose that money. Well, it's going to be beneficial and more. It's going to be better for me. It's going to be more beneficial for me, for my business, to focus on the areas of my business that need focus. This part right here, if I did the customs, that's a well-oiled machine. I can go back to that at any point. Am I worried about, oh, they're going to find new people? They're going to find new people to make them some shirts. They ain't going to find nobody that's going to make them a design like me. My people come to me because of my designs, so I'm not even worried about that. And they might learn to appreciate me a little bit more. So sometimes you got to let them go out and go try some other folk. Okay, yeah, go try this person. Go find somebody else. And then when they go and they have to deal with like basic design sometimes, or they have to deal with certain things, whatever, they come like, oh, Shakia, please come back. And then when I come back, they're gonna respect and love me more. They're not gonna give me no lip, because they don't experience that it ain't greener on the other side, and they've experienced the other side of life. So when they come back over here, they're gonna have some act right. So I've actually done that quite a few times where I stopped doing customs and they decided to go to other folks, and it's like, oh my God, thank God you're back doing this. I need X, Y, and Z. I am here to give you what you need. So it serves a couple purposes, but I am okay with losing out on that particular money. Although you can't miss what you don't have. So I'm okay with that because I know what I need to focus on. And sometimes you guys need to do that as well. Yes, there's going to be a lot of things that come at you. There's a lot of things. There are so many ways to make money in this creative space. So many ways. If you make tumblers, if you make shirts, you don't have to make shirts for the world, for the masses. You have people who have niched down to where they only do bright, like people who go and they can make money and all their shirt says is bride, matron of honor, mother of the bride, father of the bride. Like they're just making bridal shirts. I don't want to make any of the shirts. We deal with white, we deal with light colors or whatever. If we deal with dark colors, but all we do, it's going to say bride. You got the choice of 5 fonts. That's it. That's it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. 5 fonts is what you have to choose from. You might have these color vinyls. When it comes to sublimation, it can be any color. But it's all we do. We write the name of whoever it is. They might do it to work. It might be on the shirt, might be on the tumbler, might be on the road. You got somebody that's going to go try and figure out how to do baby shower tumblers, baby shower shirts, baby shower gifts, this, that, and the third. You got people trying to figure out how to do it for real estate, for this, for funeral homes, for memorials, like all this different stuff. When you can build a business off of one thing, right? But you got to not be afraid to say no. Is it going to be a time where it gets kind of slow? Yes. It's going to be very scary. But if you are pushing it, and you're going to have to go, and in that time where sales might be slow, you're going to have to plan for. You're going to have to budget out to where you are buying materials for yourself to where you can make these items. They ain't got to know they ain't for an order, and you will go and you will still post as if it's for an order. And that's how people know you for a specific thing. That's how you build a company around, hey, this is where I need a bride shirt. We going on a girls trip for my bridal party. All right. First thing I'm going to think of is purple giraffe prints. All right, let me go over there and get this. Like I know that's what they specialize in. So you don't have to do all this stuff. And if you learn to focus and how to truly build that part of your business, it's going to grow if you're putting in the work. Okay, unwatered flowers that need water and need sunlight, they don't grow. They require work. And then sometimes it needs more than one. You have some things that's going to thrive in shade. Some things are going to thrive in sunlight. There are things that's going to need watering more often. There are things that you can water it once, every so often, and it's going to thrive. Every part of your business requires something different from you. And you have to identify at what point do you have to give that energy, that focus, that nurturing to that part of your business. And that's where I'm at right now. Although I love you guys, I love those who support me. I love those who are for lack of better words, who are very loyal to the Honesty Speaking brand, to the HS Inc. brand, to the professor. My goal is to reach more people. It's not about money for me. Believe if you believe. I know it's really hard to believe, but guess what? I really don't do this for the money. As long as my family is taken care of, if I can go and continue to pay my mortgage for this nice, beautiful house that we live in, we can go and pay for our cars. When it's time for my son to need a car, he gets 16, I'll be able to go and be able to get him a car that's reasonable. Like things like that are important to me as a mom, as a wife. I would like to be able to pay our house off before 30 years so that my children can have it or my grandchildren can have this. Those are things like I have reasonable goals. To me, to be honest, I'm one of those more money, more problems. Do I have dreams of jet setting around the world? No. I've been in the military. I see how crazy, how people are crazy. I would like my kids to see and explore other things, but I'm also a scary cat. I prayed and I was scared every time I got on the plane to go from here to Korea, here to Germany, and back, whatever. Things can always happen, right? I am one where I'm a little scared about the outside world, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. So those things don't appeal to me, to want to go and jet set and go across the world. Hell, I keep hearing too many horror stories about people going over there, not coming back, people kidnapping, all that stuff. Hey, I like to watch like police dramas and crime dramas. That got your girl scared. I ain't even gonna lie. So that's not for me. It's just taking care of my family. But I want to help other people. If you desire to do that, I'm gonna help you get there. You might make more money than me, and it's fine because I know what I want to deal with. I maybe not want to go and like one of my favorite people. I love Tabitha Brown, but when I started watching her and kind of like having that intimacy and having these moments, she'd go live and taking her kitchen, all that stuff, she's blown up. And it's like, I'm so grateful for her globe. I love it to see that there's somebody that looks like me. There's somebody who's older and was able to make it. It didn't require you to do it when you were young. And just being her authentic self, look at where she is now. She has certain deals and she's living out her dream. My dream is to help more people. I would like to get to a point to where organically there is 1,000 people watching me, 2,000 people watching. There is 3,000 people. My $1 million course is my Essentials to Sell Studio. And in my mind, all I have to do is sell that to 12,000 people. It's that great. And I have to work on marketing it because, you know, if I want to get to 12,000 people and I want 12,000 people to purchase it, I have to get in front of at least 25,000 people because not everybody's going to buy it. Because some people will say 5%. They're going to say to sell to 12,000 people, you got to get in front of 100,000. I ain't got time for that. My class is dope. I ain't got 5%. No. See, my class is worth more than 5% conversion, 7% conversion. See, I'm on this whole like damn near like 50%, 40% because my class is dope. Okay. I don't know why y'all sleep, but some people sleep on me. Y'all need to go over to the website right now. I know what y'all playing. Why are you still listening? You need to go over to the website, shop.hs365.com. Go ahead and scroll down where it says Essential Sales Studio, learn Sales Studio in 30 days. Go ahead and take that class. But I know everybody, you're going to tell yourself, I want to learn Photoshop. I want to learn Affinity, right? Those are great programs. But let me tell you what my Essentials is going to do. It's going to help you understand how design tools work together because some of these same tools are in other programs. So if you think you only want to learn Photoshop or you're in it and I only want to learn Photoshop, well, what happens when you want to do some things with your cutter? Because Photoshop, you can't cut from Photoshop. You can't design in Photoshop unless it's just a PNG and it's certain things to that, whatever. But you're going to need Essentials and then you're going to need to know how to size it, even if it's just like a small portion of that. When it's time for you design in Photoshop, you want to bring it over here so you can cut and put it to the vinyl and do all that other stuff. Well, how do I trace and detach? How do I size this properly? How do I do that? So even if you want to use Photoshop, oh, honey, in my memorial class, baby, I teach some stuff that's better than Photoshop, okay? And when you learn it on that level, you will learn to appreciate, and it's going to make it easier to transition to those other programs. I teach Silhouette because of the tool that's in there. When you see about image effects and you can I can change this color. I can do this. I can do that. So then when you get into Photoshop and you can change the color, the saturation, all this stuff at one time, it's like, okay, I already understand how this works. Now it's just implementing it into a different program. So just because you want to learn Affinity, you want to learn Photoshop, you want to learn Illustrator, now you're never going to hear me compare it. I don't understand why y'all trying to use Word, PowerPoint for graphic designing. Those are documents and slideshow programs. Please stop doing that. Please stop trying to use Word, Publisher, and PowerPoint for summation and for graphic designing. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Silhouette Studio is a good place to start. Like, I'm not sponsored by them at all. Never talked to them people a day in my life. Don't get no type of support, no nothing from them. And that's okay, because I don't do it for them. I do it because for those who are not ready to invest $20 a month just to have Photoshop, $50, I think it is, for the whole suite or something like that. Maybe it's $100. I don't forget how much it is. If you're not ready to invest that, how can you get started now? For free. You can do some amazing, this shirt designed in the free version. Where that shirt at? The shirt I just showed y'all, the FAMU shirt. You don't need no upgraded version. Now, there are things within the upgraded version that's going to make certain things easier. Or if you want to open up that SVG so that you can change the colors easier, you want to have at least designer. But as far as like going and like setting up, if you just bring in the PNG and just design around it, you can trace out certain parts. You don't have to have designer or business edition. Things you can do in the free program. Not one red cent. For Photoshop, even for the trial, you got to pay something to learn it. While you are learning Photoshop, you got to pay them folk every month. Every month you got to pay them while you're learning. So let's do, you can get the free version. Start learning it now for free. And then if you don't want to just jump to business or designer, you don't have to. You can learn it for free. Well, as far as the program, you got to pay for my class. My class ain't for free unless you want to go through YouTube videos. But the class, as far as breaking down, that's $83.65 to learn that program. So if you get Photoshop, you got to pay Photoshop every month, and you still gonna pay somebody for them to teach you how to use it. So why not take advantage of that? Shop.hse365.com. Go and learn Silhouette Studio. Trust me, it's gonna change your life. I don't care if you got a Cricut, if you got a Solo, if you want to, I don't care what it is. That class is where it's at. Okay. When are you adding your sublimation blanks to your site, or did I miss it? So we're going to do the buy-ins, but this is another thing about business, right? So you have to plan, you have to budget, and planning for space-wise, like it was a great thought, but we were not ready to make a move as far as moving out of the space that we are in until after our new fiscal year, which is in October. So if we get all this stuff in and like do like, like it comes in, like now it's all here. So we want to like not have to move like 30,000 times. So the plans are in place for that. And then it was like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it got overwhelming. To be honest, looking at the brochure, it became very overwhelming trying to decide which items to get, because you can't get all of them right off the bat. Like, that's just not smart business. Trying to figure out which ones we really, really wanted. Did we want to go with the seasonal stuff and start off with Christmas items? Or do I want things that are going to be timeless, they're going to be classic, that no matter what time of year you can use it? So that was a part where I had to take a step back. And although I have all the resources, I'm the type of person, I want to do it, I want to do it right. And so trying to choose it. And this might be items that most people feel like, damn, I don't really need that. Like, why she ain't got some tumblers? Why she ain't got no mugs? Why she ain't got no shirts? Why she ain't got no jewelry? Like, it's, to be honest, it's the things that I wanted that it's really, really, it's harder to find, but that can really be moneymakers. Like, I want to teach on things that are like not talked about areas that can make you guys money if that's what you want. Like if you want to focus your energy on those particular things, like right now, I have to do a version of a awards, like a recognition on the hexagon plaque, and they want to see the wall version. Most people would never be able to do the wall version because you don't even like doing sublimation awards and plaques aren't even on your radar. They sell sublimation medallions. We used to have a major track meet here in Miami Gardens. So to think where I can go and they can have custom medals. I want to pitch to the league here for their grand champs. I want to make them custom, not the same medals everybody else is getting and stuff like that. I want to make them custom grand champ medals. And then there's a little something else I can do to make money on the back end with the parents. So that's for another day. I'm gonna teach that in my creative business, and I talked to you on the Ink Zone about that. My plans for that one. But there are so many things that you can do, and I'm that out of the box person. So I want to have those blanks that are going to be out of the box. I know that it might be a slower move. So trying to convince that business partner of mine, i.e. my husband, that, okay, let's get these. And if they don't move, he can be like, why you had us buy this? Don't worry, babe. It's going to catch on, because it's those things that, like, when you don't know that you need them, because no one's teaching about it. Everyone wants to go and just teach about shirts and shirts and shirts and shirts and tumblers and tumblers and tumblers and tumblers and foolishness. But then there's money to be made in other things, and they never teach you about it. So once I go and I start teaching you about it, then I'm going to have the blanks for it. So that's where I'm kind of on the fence about it, because I don't want to sell no tumblers. You want some tumblers? I got some real good people over at the blank spot. I got some real great people over at Every Sub Begins with Blanks. Some great folks over at JB Sublimation Blanks and more. They got all that stuff that y'all need. They got journals. They got tumblers. They got memorial benches. All right, cool. Rock with them. I'm going to bring something different. And so I have to take a step back, because until I get to a point where we can have everything, I want to start off with stuff that's different. And I found myself about to just become like everybody else and do it just to like tap into that market. But I have people who are already doing that. So I'd rather support them. And I'm going to get products that's totally different. I know for y'all like, but I want to combine my shipping. Look, paying for shipping is a part of business. If you want to be in business, it's a part of it. If it's a hobby, you got to pay for the shipping anyway. Like, no matter where you get it from. Why is it that when it comes to the blanks, y'all want to go and get everything from one place? But everything else, you're okay with buying your shoes from Foot Locker. You get your clothes from this person, from Shein, this, that, and the third. You're paying shipping for everybody else. But when it comes to the things for your business, you're trying to figure out how to save and skimp and all that. Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? I don't know why y'all do that. I don't know why y'all do that. So, yeah. Yes, I do. So both of those are mine. Silaholics Anonymous and Honestly Speaking. Yes, they're both mine. Typically, I separate them. So when I'm teaching silhouette, I'm on Silaholics Anonymous. Although nowadays I kind of had them mixed, because I have a mixed audience. Like, some people want to know like the sublimation side, like the project side. So Honestly Speaking is more of like when I'm using our products, I'm doing sublimation. I'm doing things like, y'all remember when I poured water on this to show you that it does not run? Look, it's dry. Look, it still looks good, right? It still looks good. So if you guys remember when I poured water on this, I said once it dries, it's not going to look bad. This is the proof. So I do things like full-on demos or when Honestly Speaking, and technically Silaholics Anonymous is just silhouette. Although there are times like this was just a cleaning chat. I just want to connect with all of my audience. I go live on both. So yes, that is true. Yes, the free, and you can follow her classes with the free. Exactly. Or even just pay for one time for silhouette. I think it's worth it. Exactly. So the upgrades for is a one-time fee, not a monthly fee. Her classes are the truth. Having young children, especially children of color in this day and age, make you worry more. Exactly. Glad my sons are grown and actually lives outside the U.S. right now. So yeah, I'm definitely a worry wart when it comes to that. Can I ask a question about print and cut with the silhouette? Every time I try to cut, the machine judders, which pushes the cut out and doesn't cut. So which one do you have? You have a Cameo 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have a 4, is it a 12-inch Cameo, the Plus, or the Pro? When you're adding your wait, okay, I read that one. Okay, never mind. I read that one. I sell shirts, thermal printer. So the same one I print my shipping labels out on is what I use to put on my bags for my shirts that have my sizes and my QR code for them to go to my website. So for like they have somebody else, oh, where'd you get that shirt from? They can just scan the QR code and it has our size on it. Well, it has the size on it. Actually, this one will go in the garbage. That one's all jacked up. So is this one. Do we have to order special cutting mats? No, I don't use silhouette mats at all. I have the one that came with my machine, and I've used it in demo purposes. But for everyday use, I use a Cricut mat. It's not lined up like the silhouette mat. We were gonna have mats. Something happened with my vendor. I was just turned off at that point, and my mind just kind of switched from it. But at some point, we will have mats again. But as of right now, I use Cricut mats, and I calibrate them to work with my Cameo machine. Cameo for a 12-inch. So it could be you have too much pressure. Your blade is too low, so it's digging in it too much and it's making it move. It could be making sure that you have, a lot of people put the last bar in the wrong spot. If you're using a mat, it's supposed to be on the last one versus in. So it can be a couple of different things going to cause it to move. Why do I use Cricut mats? Because the silhouette mats are too thin. When you cut into them, they have like little shards and stuff on it. I don't like that. And you can easily cut through, like a silhouette mat, you can cut through a silhouette mat. Not so much with the Cricut mat. It'll take a lot to cut through it. So it's just a better quality mat. You're welcome. Do you guys know if there is a right or wrong way to roll your vinyl? Is there such thing as a right or wrong way to roll your vinyl? And if you've heard me say it, don't answer it. For those who have never heard me talk about this, is there a right or wrong way if you're going to roll your vinyl? Is there a right or wrong way to roll it? And I think I kind of gave you the answer too in my question, because I wouldn't be asking it if. I have a full video, Golden Butterfly Creations. I have a whole video on YouTube on how to do that. It's on the Silaholics Anonymous YouTube channel. I've done that. I've actually shown that several times. 3 videos on calibrating your mat. It's on my YouTube channel. Now, if you want, I can charge you $5 for a class, and I can show you how to do it in the class. You want to pay $5, and you want to go look for. If you don't want to go look for the video, I'm not going to do it for free. If you don't want to go look for the video, but I can go ahead and give you a whole class on how to do it for $5. $5. She said, "That's true. I've cut through several." All right. So let me tell you guys. If you are most times these will come intended for those who use a rear feet, like you're going to use the entire roll. So there is a right or wrong way depending on how you plan to use your vinyl. if you are someone like, and see, really for when you're doing small ones, I mean, you're going to usually get to like a small portion of it. So if you are someone that wants to use a mat, you want to store them adhesive side out. Why? When you go to put it on your mat, it might curl in like this, but when you put it on your mat, it's going to go flat. If you roll it like this, and especially if you're doing those tight rolls to fit like in those little thingies, when you do it like this and you go to put it down, it's going to, like, the way that it is going to curl is going to make it harder to put it on your mat. If you are someone that uses the rolls, if it's curled the wrong way, because, you know, when you do it, okay, technically, well, actually, no, it's still the same way. So when you go to put it on the rolls, like if you're using the roll, you got to cut to this side anyway, right? So if it's this way, and, you know, it comes this way and you're storing it this way, well, that's not really great. One, it can make it separate more from the carrier sheet that way. And then two, again, it's just in this way, be like this, and it'll lay flat. When you go like this, it just goes on the mat better. But if you're going to use it as rolls, you don't cut to this side. You cut to this side. So it's better if it is rolled so that you feed it and it actually can cut on it. So I always store my vinyl adhesive side out. So there's a right way. There is a right way to roll your vinyl. So bigger rolls come like this. When you get it from the smaller companies, they tend to come rolled the other way. But this, so look, see how this is, right? How this is going to keep rolling back on me when you're trying to put it down. It can get annoying. And this, rolling it this way, it starts to loosen at the edge. So this can be annoying with trying to get it down. Now, if I was putting it on the mat, so let's say, okay, this is roll. So it's going to coil, right? But now imagine if this is the right way. You're able to put this on here and smooth it out and get it to stay down. When it's this way, and especially if you have a sticky mat, it becomes a little bit harder and it's going to want to curl back this way. So you end up having to like really push it down or having to tape too much because it's going to want to keep curling this way. So if it lifts up, it's an issue. But when it's rolled the right way and you put it down and it's on the mat, now mind you, this is technically the wrong way. It's not going to roll back on you. And as the pressure goes down, even if it rolls up a little bit, as the pressure goes down, it's going to cut right. And then look at all these places where it's starting to separate because this one was rolled the wrong way. See? It's starting to separate. I have all 12s. I don't have the 15. I have all 12s. You may have missed your calling being a comedian. Have you ever tried the Hobby Lobby mats or Amazon Nika Max? I like them. Don't know. I didn't know how I could calibrate my silhouette to line up with other mats. Thanks for that tip. So the Hobby Lobby mats, the Nika Pocket, whatever the heck they are. Guess what? They're all the same. Yay, they're all the same mats, y'all. It's the same mats that we're gonna get, and we're gonna put HS ink at the bottom. I ain't got no factory to be making no mats and putting no adhesives on it. It's some folk that work for damn near nothing over in China, and I can order them. They're gonna ship them to me. They're gonna have my logo on them. Chad, look here. Them same mats, that's Nika Paka, Hobby Lobby. Look, it's somebody, they sent me a sample. It's the sample they sent me. It says somebody named E Crab. And when we get ours, it's gonna say HS ink and have a nice little ink drop right there. Okay, all them mats the same, child. Ain't nothing. Look, in everything. I did find what I figured to be the best possible, like the best paper that I wanted to represent our brand. We had to this day, I got plenty of people in my inbox right now on my email trying to get me to switch over to their Sublimation paper. Go ahead and send some. I mean, I like paper. I mean, I just like testing paper. But I'm satisfied right now with my vendor. But if they ever lose their ever-loving mind and cross your girl, oh, look, y'all are not the only show in town. It's some other paper that's kind of like this, whatever. I don't make this paper. But I found the right paper to where, of course, I'm going to brand it. I'm going to put my name on it. So you know this is something I stand behind. Anybody can get the paper I use. Put your little, order you enough. Put your little cover sheet in there. You can copy mine. Ask me how many people have copied my cover sheet. How many people have copied my description. So, anybody can do this. So anybody can get a mat. This ink is probably a couple thousand people that probably got this same exact ink. Just got their name. It's called white labeling. It's some real nice folk. Real nice. Kind of hard to understand sometimes. You got to stay away. Got to stay up in the middle of the night, talk to them. Then they want to go and WhatsApp you all the time. They want to rush you, to place the order, but they want to take their time when it's time to ship it out and produce it. That's what happens when you go to Alibaba. They want to rush you for the order, because they're on like a quota for how many sales they're supposed to have. So they'll rush you for it. But anybody can. So all these little lovely papers, don't get me wrong, all papers are not created equal. There are some papers that are a lot more quality than others that serve different purposes. I mean, like just the way that they're made. And they're just going to work out a little bit better for certain things. But in all of those different types of paper, it's quite a few hundreds of thousands of people who paper pushes. This ink is the same brand that you probably got in your heat press right now. But guess what? They ain't giving you no information. When you have issues, they don't even have a group that you can go to where they can answer for you. And when you do, it's like other people asking, like you can never get any information from them. They ain't got no real helpful videos. They can't help you with nothing but the ink and whatever. They can't help you because you got the ink to start a business, but they can't help you. They can't answer none of these questions. All these really big popular, places and stuff like that. Y'all like to go and spend your little money on at Amazon. But then you got to come to me and ask me them questions. They using the same ink and paper, probably like that. When it comes to these mats, they're probably the same companies that I'm gonna use. These blanks will probably come from the same companies that they use. But it's all in who you want to support once it gets to the States. We take on the responsibility. Like we go and put up. My last shipment of paper cost me $15,000 in shipping. If you would like to go and pay out $15,000 in shipping, hey, go ahead. Get you a warehouse full of paper to go ahead and sell to make sure you have some and stuff like that. If you want to spend out that kind of money in shipping, go ahead, do you. I welcome you. Come on. It's more than enough money I have everybody. But we pay for it. We go and put that money up. We got paper here that ain't nobody paid for. We had to pay for that up front. In order to be ready to ship, we had to have it over here. We had to pay for it to be ready to ship to you guys. We had to wait 35 to almost 40 days so that you guys can wait 2 days. Because, all orders before 3 p.m. each set of time, they go out the same exact day. After that, they go out the next day. We don't hold hold your stuff. Even with our small little operation, our humble little operation over here, and we do have orders. That man over there that I'm married to, that I sleep next to every night, until he pisses me off and want to go sleep on the couch, but he don't want to go. And I'm like, don't touch me. Don't put your feet on me. Okay, now you can put your feet on me. Because he can't sleep. I can't sleep if my feet ain't touching. He don't know that. I'd be like, man, get off me. You hot. but I really can't go to sleep if his feet not like touching my little feet because they say that's how we got together. Okay, wait. So y'all don't know the story about me and my husband. It's like, all right. So he was a little cute little son at the job, right? He came to my stand because we both worked at American Airlines Arena. That's where the Heat play, and I was a stand lead, and I've always been the boss. You know, I come from a long line of women who are very, very independent. Even, hold on, even, can you go check on my mama? Oh, okay. I just thought about that because I'm about to talk about it. So I come from a long line of women with my grandmother, rest in peace. I miss her very dearly. But, you know, we are very strong, you know, and for some reason at that time, God was blessing us with a lot of girls. Now we keep having all these boys. But I come from a very long line of very strong, independent women. And so this man decided he wanted to come up in my stand and touch some stuff. First encounter with my husband, I cussed his behind. Hey, don't touch my stuff. Had to fuss at him. He was like, oh, hell no, this chick is crazy. He left out my stand. He thought he wouldn't have nothing to do with me. But then, you know, I'm a real great employee and stuff like that, right? So I created some different things that helped them stuff. So I was always like downstairs and stuff because I always finish my work fast because I created this whole little formula on my laptop. They told me I couldn't bring my laptop. I said, that's all right. I'm going to go buy me an HTC phone because I had me like, I forgot what I had before. I said, okay, that's all right. When they told me I couldn't bring my laptop, look, my grandma told me to be resourceful. When it got me a little HTC phone, so I can have my Excel spreadsheet on it, you wasn't stopping nothing. Hell, that helped me out because that laptop was hurting my back. Got me a little cute phone, did all my numbers. Damn, we told you couldn't bring your laptop, but you still the first one down here in the busiest stand. For years, people in this stand be the last ones to come down. Look, they ain't me. I'm trying to make it to the top. I'm trying to let y'all see all my potential. Hey, get me about this stand. Make me a supervisor. Make me a manager. Make me something. Because look, I can help your company. So this little chocolate drop, right? He was the beverage manager back then. And so he was in there, whatever. And so since I had to be there anyway, and then the person who gave me a ride home, he was a supervisor at the time, and he had to be there late anyway. So since I was downstairs and all the employees was gone, I used to play footsies with him under the desk. And we still do that to this day. We used to play footsies and stuff. So that's how I got my man girl at work. He was my boss. Now he my man. He my baby daddy. Y'all know I got no sense. So yeah, we paid to get all this stuff over here, and he does an amazing job at like shipping it all out and have his whole little system over there. So it's like a well-door machine over here. But if you want, you got to go. You got to one, put up the money. Two, you got to get you an even. Just don't come for my even, because I cut you about my even. Okay? He think I'll be liking him sometimes. I always tell him I love him, but I don't like him some days. You can love somebody. What make you want to leave somebody is when you can't deal with the things you don't like about them. You still love them, but there's too many things I don't like about you, and it's messing with my peace. So I'm gonna say peace, but we ain't got to that yet. I don't like him some days, but I'm always love him, and I have more likes than I do dislikes. So I'm gonna keep it for a little while, just a little bit, just a little while. You know, a couple hundred years. You know, we ain't having no more babies. I can't give no more babies, but you know. Best adult dating site. Did you not just hear me say I got a man? I don't need the best adult dating site. I got a man. Okay. But yeah, so anybody can sell it. Anybody can go and get those. So the same mats at Hobby Lobby is the same mats that's on Amazon. That's the same mats on different websites. All right. I don't play around with y'all all darn day. I was hungry. I mean, my desk is somewhat clear. Somewhat clear. It's clear enough for me to go and cut this roll of sublimation paper because I have to do a blanket. So I need to cut my 13-inch rolls down to, I need 3 pieces of 28 by 13-inch. Actually, no. I need 1 13-inch and I need 2 8.5 because then it's going to be wasting my 13-inch. So I'm going to use 1 13-inch and I'm going to use the 8.5 for the sides because ain't no sense in wasting it. That's why you got to have. So it's not just about having only an 8.5-inch wide printer. Well, we ain't got no more 8.5-inch rolls right now, but when we do get them back, get you both, because sometimes you're not going to need 13 inches wide. You're only going to need 8 for what you need to do, and it'll work for you. So I'm going to end up doing 2 of those. Well, I got to do 3 prints for a blanket so I can get that done today. So I'm hungry. What's you? What is it? Oh, my HSC design stickers. Sounds like my wife. I love you, but I'll cut you. Exactly. But I'm going to go find me something to eat on. Ooh, I think I have tacos still left. I have a chalupa still left from yesterday, but I don't think I want that right now. I want something different. So I'm about to go. All this, I still ain't found. Let me tell you why I started cleaning up. I ain't gonna lie. My syringes are somewhere in this house, in this room. I don't know where they are. I'm trying my best not to go in that man's inventory and go take me some more syringes and needles, because I don't want to hear his mouth by touching his little inventory. But I can't find it. I need to actually refill this so that I can actually print out these blankets, because I don't want it to stop. It won't stop, but the amount of ink that's in here, it can get really low before it finishes printing. Although it's not that much black to it, but I don't want it, so I want to top it off, and I can't find my syringe needle. So I went on this whole cleaning journey to be able to find my syringes and needles, and I still ain't found them. It's crazy. So I'm about to go because I gotta find me something to eat. But hopefully, she says, please don't go. I gotta go. I'm hungry. You want me to be famished? I need my energy. Please scroll one question up. Oh, wait, I missed a question. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where I don't see. Oh, my bad. I missed that one. Thank you for telling me to go back up and scroll. Scroll back up. So, is there a version of Silhouette that when I send my design off to get transfers super color, that the background is transparent? So, I have never done a video specifically for super color. How be ever? I have done one where the title is for FM Expressions, and I did one for when you are ordering from 613 Originals. So if you search Silaholics Anonymous 613, or if you search Silaholics Anonymous FM Expressions or Screen Print Transfers, you're going to find that video. You have to have Business Edition so that you can save it as a PDF file so that it has a transparent background and it's in the exact size that you need. So Business Edition is what you will need. Make sure that you go to my website. You click on that little thing at the top. So if you don't have it already, don't go buying Business Edition just all willy-nilly. I got links on my website, okay? I'm the one to tell y'all about it. So go ahead and support your girl. Let me get I think it's like 5%. I think I get like 5%. Is it 5%? Somewhere in there. Might be, was it 20%? I get something. I forget what it is from Swing Design when y'all use my little links, okay? So go to our website. It's at the top. It says Studio Business Edition, Designer Edition, and Designer to Business Edition. Go on the site, click on that. It's going to take you to Swing Design. Go ahead and purchase it. Your girl get her credit for it. I greatly appreciate it. In the way to support our channel. You get what you need. I get what I need. And yeah, save it as a PDF through Business Edition at the exact size it needs to be. Make sure design page, but check out my video. I break all that down for free. I gave y'all that for free. Give me bump that. Drop me a super chat. See, y'all be giving other people super chats. Y'all don't never give me no super chats. Y'all don't give me no stars, no nothing. Give me my $5, Jay. I just saved your life. Give me my $5, Jay. I went back up. I could have left when it got my food. I went and I scrolled back up. Give me my $5. My cash app is HSing365. Give me my money. I'm just playing. But no, I have a video. So 613 Original or FM Expression. And I break it down as far as like designing, make sure your design page is the right size based off of what you're ordering. Like what, because they have like, well, Super Color, I'm not sure it's like a standard size, but like with FM Expression 613, you have the small single image, single image transfers, and you have like the 12 by 12. So any one of those videos, it's going to be the same exact concept. You just need, but you definitely have to have business edition for that. If you try and save it as a PDF from like print to PDF, it's going to have a background. If you try and save it with like PDF Creator, it's going to have a background. So you must do it through the business edition. Okay. You are very welcome. Thank you. No, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Y'all made this time go by a whole lot faster. Like I hate when I'm sitting here by myself. So thank you, thank you, thank you. See now what you're telling me. So in other words, what you're telling me is, although it's telling the same information, people are looking, and when they're doing, see, YouTube, if y'all don't know, is the second largest search engine in the world. Google, of course, is one, and of course, YouTube is associated with Google. But Google, like just Google is the first one. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. That's why y'all need to get y'all businesses on YouTube, some way, shape, or form. If you just do like a slide, So instead of y'all using these programs as not design programs, maybe you should be using them to create slash, or can you upload? Can you save as a video or MP3, MP4? Create y'all a slideshow or some stuff that y'all do and put that ish on YouTube. You ain't got to do tutorials on YouTube. Put your stuff up there. Make you some shorts. Make you a video and it's like go to one of those little things like for TikTok and all those where it edits the stuff. Oh, I was playing. I wasn't being serious. Thank you. But you know how they do the ones for TikTok, and then like now they'll tell you now that Instagram is pushing reels. So now you'll have people with reels. It's just a still picture, but they have words or they have music on it. So you can do the same thing with your business, and then put that same thing. It's called a short on YouTube. And now you're going to go and you're going to put all these lovely keywords, all these hashtags when people are searching. So basically what you're telling me, J-Rock, is that I need to redo this video and put super color on it so that because people searching for how to do super color transfers. That's what you're telling me? I got to do a video? Okay, I do a video. Miss Johnson, duh. And see, y'all, you know what? I'm going to delete this video. Because see, I just realized, see, you telling me this is what I teach in the Ink Zone. This is what I teach in creative business. This is what I do. And I just gave it to y'all for free. I'm like, that's why I'm gonna go. Because I can't keep giving y'all all the good stuff for free. And y'all don't want to go and give your girl nothing, not even a like. But I'm giving y'all real information, But anyhow, it's okay. I love y'all though. But I'm about to go. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat. Something that got a Pepsi. Okay, so got a Pepsi with it. No, water. I'm gonna drink water today. My lips are dry. I need some water. Oh, right on. Okay, I'm gonna do a video. But you can, in the meantime, I can't tell you it's gonna come today. But in the meantime, in between time, you can go ahead and watch that video from FM Expressions and 613 Originals. Okay. Thank you and him for being who you are. Oh, you are way back. You're going to be so upset when you realize like we're gone. So you get to this part, you're going to see your comment. And that means that you're on the part. You came in late. You hear me talking about that man I like to rub feet with. He's so cute. You like way back. But you're going to catch up. But I'm going to be gone. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. And visit shop.hsink365.com. You can check out all my classes and our amazing products. Peace.